No more skip tracing. That's right. Deal Machine now gives you unlimited contact info. That means phone numbers, emails, and more. So let's dive in. What I mean by not having to skip trace anymore is that Deal Machine already has all the contact info here in the system. Whether you add a lead or you don't add a lead, you will be able to see the contact info. So I know what you're saying to yourself. Okay, so I get all this unlimited contact info. How good is the quality? Well, let me tell you. Our data provider refers to the 911 directories, powers 90% of the caller IDs in the US. Every telco wireless provider uses our data provider for spam tagging. So when someone calls your mobile number and it says potential spam. The top 10 banks in the United States use our data provider ID graph to verify identity for risk and fraud. Many financial institutions use our data provider's graph for compliance, where if they call the wrong person for collections, they are fined heavily. And we have the federal do not call list. What contact info and demographic data is included? We have an extensive list of data points for you. Date of birth, age, gender, marital status, language preference, mailing address, previous address, occupation, renter or owner of property, up to 3 phone numbers per associated person with activity data, carrier, type of phone number, up to 3 email addresses, education, occupational group, net assessed value, and estimated household income. So let's go into where do you find this in Deal Machine. First, we're gonna go over this on the web version, and then I will show you what this looks like on your mobile as well. You can do this in the map tab. This is how I'm gonna show it, but you can also see it in leads. I'm not gonna be able to go over the entire scope of the map tab, but just so you know, we do have a tutorial on that as well that you can check out above. But again, to get the contact info card, you're going to go into one of the properties, whether that's in your sidebar, or you can click one of these black dots right here and click into the property card. All right, so we see, when we open up the property card, we see the contact information, and then we see the associated contacts. So we see that Peggy is probably family and a resident at the property. We have 1 email and 3 phone numbers, but if we click to the side, we can also see Alfred, who is also a resident and family. So the last name matches. So what we can kind of deduce from this is that Joey is actually probably the son of these 2 individuals, or possibly maybe the father of 2 of these individuals that now are residing in this house. So to get into the actual contact card, I'm gonna click on Alfred. I'm gonna go in here. It does say he's a senior owner, so I am going to deduce that Joey is actually their son, so they've probably put the house in their son's name because they are senior residents. So then I can see date of birth, his age, and you'll notice that all of these have more information. You just have to click more info and it will go down to the marital status. We know that probably Peggy is the person that Alfred is married to. You can go down here. We actually can see in their portfolio, they don't just own this house. They own 2 properties in their portfolio, and I can see both of those. I can go into each of those property cards to evaluate them individually. And then I see the phone numbers down here. So when you see this green dot next to a phone number, it means it's active for 12 months or longer. If you see the yellow, that means we have it over here that it says, you know, no data available or no usage in the last 2 months. So you're probably better to go with this number, but if you want to try another one, you do have this option. It shows you it is a landline, and this one is wireless. Then you have the email addresses, and again, you click to more info, and it's going to show you what their estimated household income is, diploma, education, what kind of occupational group they've been about. So this is your entire contact card. As you saw, I didn't click skip tracing. I haven't even officially added this lead into my pipeline. and I can see all of this information right away. It's all living in here. Okay, so on your mobile view, same thing. You're not gonna have that sidebar for properties, but if I'm out and about, I can tap on a property, I can go into this property, I can see the contact info, I can go into the contact card, and again, I can go through all of this information, I can see their portfolio. This one has a lot of good numbers in here. All right, good deal. So that's how you view the contact card in here. Now you can easily, when you're in the contact card, say you want to text this person, call this person, you can easily just copy that number. You can go to your dial pad, you can go to your text messaging and easily just paste that number in there and start a conversation with them.